Hey, Vincent, there's something I wanted to ask you.
What is it, Leah?
I'm coming over tomorrow, so could you give me some money?
Again? Didn't you ask me the same thing just a week ago?
Huh? Oh, did I?
You know, Leah, you've been asking me for money more and more frequently lately. At first, I didn't think much of it because you always made it sound like it was an emergency. Every time you'd say, I really need it, or it's urgent, and I didn't want to let you down, so I gave in. But honestly, I'm starting to think this isn't right. I've been wondering, what exactly are you spending all this money on?
Huh. Oh, well,
What? Is it something hard to talk about?
No, it's not that. It's just, even if I explained it, you probably wouldn't really understand. It's nothing you need to worry about. Just give me about 50,000 yen and that'll be fine, okay?
Wait a minute. Isn't that more than what you usually ask for? You've been requesting larger amounts lately. If you can't even tell me what you're using it for, I really don't feel comfortable giving you more. I'm sorry.
What? Come on, why not?
I just told you why. I can't keep handing over money when you're being so vague about how you're spending it.
Why are you suddenly acting like this?
I should be the one apologizing. I've been too lenient with you. I kept giving you money without asking questions, and that was a mistake. But things are different now. There are going to be more expenses coming up, and I can't afford to be so careless with money anymore.
What? I don't get it. You said you can't afford to be careless, but that means you still have money, right? If you have it, why not just give it to me? I mean, if you're going to waste it on other things, you might as well let me have it.
Waste it? Leah, if you don't even know what I'm using my money for, you have no right to call it a waste. I'm using it for something important.
Oh, really? And what's this important thing you're spending it on, huh?
You're demanding to know what I'm spending my money on when you won't even tell me what you're using mine for? That seems pretty unfair. Besides, I already mentioned it before. I thought you would have remembered.
Huh? You mentioned it? When?
Yeah, about 2 weeks ago. I told you then.
Wait, what are you talking about?
I told you that my mother was hospitalized. She's been sick, and I've been going back and forth to the hospital to visit her. I've already explained that I'll be busy taking care of her, which means I won't have as much time to spend with you. I also mentioned that her hospital bills and the travel costs would start adding up, so I wouldn't have extra money to spare. Do you remember now?
Oh, now that you mention it, I think you did say something like that. Your mom's in the hospital, huh? But honestly, I don't see how that's a big deal.
What?
I mean, you said you're just trying to be careful with money, right? You didn't say you were completely broke or anything. So if you've been saving up money all this time, the amount I'm asking for is nothing compared to your savings, right? It's just a small amount for you. You could easily lend it to me and it wouldn't make a difference.
You can't be serious. Are you really saying that?
Huh? What's the problem?
The problem is everything. Do you really think your logic makes any sense?
Of course it does. You're just being stingy all of a sudden. You've always been so nice to me, you know? I thought you'd have a little sympathy for me. I figured you'd think, oh, Leah's struggling. I should help her out, even if it's just a little. Why are you being so cold now?
Leah, I've just explained to you why I can't give you money so easily anymore. My mother's health is deteriorating. The hospital expenses and the travel costs are piling up. I've made it clear that this is a priority for me. Do you seriously not understand that?
Well...
Also, you keep telling me you have a part-time job, right? But the fact that you constantly ask me for money means your expenses must be exceeding your earnings. And yet you still won't tell me what you're spending my money on. That makes me even less inclined to give you any more.
But, come on, think about it rationally. Your mom's in the hospital, right? That means there's a chance she might not have much time left, right?
What?
So if you're spending money on her care, isn't that kind of a waste in the long run? I mean, she might not recover. Wouldn't she rather have you spend your money on something more meaningful?
Are you being serious right now?
Yeah, I mean, think about it.
You actually think it's okay to say something like that about my mother? Just because you're not getting what you want, you think you can be that cruel? Do you even hear yourself?
Oh, come on. Why are you getting so worked up? You're such a mama's boy, seriously.
That's not the issue. You just disrespected my family in the most disgusting way. Do you have any idea how vile that was?
Ugh, here you go again with your lectures. Whatever, I don't care about all that. Just give me the money already.
I get it now. You only care about the money. It doesn't matter what I'm going through, what my family is facing, or how much it's costing me emotionally and financially. You just want your money, no matter what. That's all that matters to you, isn't it?
No, that's not true. Why would you think that?
Because you've given me no reason to think otherwise. And now that we're talking about it, there's something else I've been meaning to ask. This is a good time to bring it up.
What? What are you talking about?
About a week ago, one of my friends told me he saw you leaving a slot parlor. It was around 11 p.m.
What?
He said, "Hey, isn't that your girlfriend? She was playing slots until nearly midnight. Is she doing okay?"
That can't be. I wasn't there.
I didn't think much of it at the time. I trusted you. I figured it was just a misunderstanding, that my friend had made a mistake. But now I realize the truth. You've been using the money I've been giving you for gambling, haven't you? I feel like an idiot for not catching on sooner. I should have seen the signs.
No, that's not true. I wasn't gambling.
Don't bother lying. I have a witness.
Your friend is lying. I wasn't at the slot parlor. I swear, I've never been there that late.
So, in other words, you've been going to pachinko.
What?
Actually, I lied about the time my friend saw you. He didn't see you at 11 p.m. He spotted you at 10 p.m.
What? You tricked me. That's so cruel.
Oh, is it? Well, I figured there's not much of a difference between 10 and 11 p.m. What really matters here is the fact that the money you kept claiming was for emergencies or desperate situations was actually being blown on slot machines. That's the important part.
Oh, come on. What do you mean blown? So what if I spend some money on slots? I'm your girlfriend, right? Are you seriously going to complain about how I spend my free time? What I do is none of your business.
If it were just occasional entertainment that you paid for with your own money, I wouldn't care. It's your life. You're free to enjoy it however you like. But that's not what's happening here. You've been coming to me begging for money, claiming you're in trouble. You made it sound like you were in some kind of dire situation. But instead of using it for what I assumed were necessities, you've been gambling it away. That's not just irresponsible, it's deceitful. And the fact that you kept hiding it makes it even worse. So, what is it? Are you gonna deny it again? Or are you finally going to be honest with me?
Okay, fine. I'll tell you the truth. But if I do, will you help me? Promise me you'll help.
Just tell me.
All right. The thing is, at first I was only going to pachinko for fun. It was just a casual hobby, you know? But every time I was on the verge of winning big, I'd end up losing. And before I knew it, I was down more money than I could afford. So I started going back, thinking I could win it back. But it didn't work. I just kept losing. And then I got this stupid idea. I thought maybe if I had more money to play with, I could finally turn things around. So I tried to take out a loan. I went to some of the big-name lenders, but I couldn't get approved. The screening process was too strict. I was rejected by every legitimate company, so I got desperate. I went to a shady lender. They didn't ask too many questions, and I got the loan. But the interest rate was ridiculously high. I mean, insanely high. Before I even knew it, the debt started piling up. I was drowning in it. That's why I kept going back to the slot machines. I was convinced that if I could just get one big win, I could clear my debts. But I never won. I just kept falling deeper into the hole. So that's why I came to you. I was using the money you gave me to try and gamble my way out.
Wow. That's actually worse than I imagined.
But I just told you the whole truth. I was being honest with you. So you'll help me now, right? Please, just lend me a little more. I swear I'll make it right. Just a little bit more and I'll turn it all around. You'll see.
No, I can't.
What? You're not even going to think about it? I just came clean. I was honest with you and you're still going to turn your back on me?
Yeah, I'm sorry, but no.
You can't be serious. How could you be so heartless? Your girlfriend is suffering. I am drowning in debt, and you're just going to let me sink? So what? You're just going to say, oh, whatever, bye. You're going to abandon me after everything we've been through? What kind of man does that make you? You're a pathetic excuse for a boyfriend.
Wow, I'm honestly at a loss for words.
See? You're speechless because you know I'm right. You're a heartless jerk.
No, I'm speechless because I'm stunned by how incredibly selfish you are. You have the audacity to call me pathetic when you're the one who gambled away my money behind my back. You're the one who lied, deceived, and manipulated me, and now you're demanding more money and calling me heartless? Seriously?
Ugh, you're such an asshole. How could you say that to me?
You really don't get it, do you? Even now, after everything you've admitted, you still think you're the victim here. You're beyond saving.
Stop looking down on me. You're the worst.
Now, you know what? I'll spell it out clearly so even you can understand. First of all, let's talk about the slot situation. I could overlook it if it was just occasional fun, but you crossed a line. You became addicted, you put yourself into debt, and you dragged me into it by lying and stealing from me.
It's not an addiction. I just can't stop.
If you can't stop, then why didn't you tell me sooner? If you had asked for help before it got this bad, I might have been able to do something, but you didn't. Instead, you kept lying to me.
I did rely on you. I came to you for help.
Oh, come on. You mean you asked me for money without telling me why? You conveniently forgot to mention that you were drowning in gambling debt. You expect me to see that as you relying on me? Also, let's not forget how you insulted my mother. You showed zero respect for her. What do you have to say about that, huh? Do you feel even a shred of remorse?
Oh, shut up.
I see. That's your answer, huh? Then I'm done. I can't do this anymore.
Wait, what do you mean?
If you had shown even a little bit of genuine regret, if you had sincerely apologized or begged me for help, I might have considered it. But now I know the truth. You never cared about me. To you, I was nothing more than a walking ATM. That's all I was. We're done.
No, don't leave me.
By the way, do you have any idea how much money I've given you by now? I checked my bank statements. It's over $5,500.
What? $5,500?
Yeah, and you never once said you'd pay me back. You were never going to. You just took and took. You're financially reckless and emotionally manipulative. I'm done. Consider that $5,500 my parting gift. We're over.
No, if you leave me, I'll have nothing. I'll be ruined. I can't live without you.
Then you better find someone else to cling to. Goodbye.
Wait! Vincent, please!
After breaking up with Leah, I thought it was the last time I'd ever see her. I genuinely believed that our relationship had ended and I was ready to move on. But Leah, however, wasn't ready to let go. She began showing up at places I went, cafes I frequented, the park where I went for morning runs, and even outside my office. At first, I thought it was just a coincidence, but it soon became clear she was following me intentionally. She'd approach me and beg for us to get back together, promising that things would be different this time. Despite my repeated rejections, Leah wouldn't give up. It became increasingly uncomfortable and unsettling. She started waiting outside my apartment for hours, hoping to catch me on my way out. She left notes on my car, some filled with apologies, others angry, blaming me for abandoning her. Her persistence felt suffocating, and it became clear that she wasn't respecting my boundaries. As the situation escalated, I began to consider contacting the authorities. I was seriously thinking about filing a report and taking legal action, but just as I was about to do so, Leah suddenly disappeared. One day, she simply stopped showing up. At first, I was relieved. It was a welcome break from the constant pressure, and I could finally go about my day without worrying about her following me. But after a while, I couldn't help but find her sudden absence strange. Why would she give up after being so persistent? I later heard through the grapevine what had happened. Leah had gotten herself into deep financial trouble. She had been borrowing money from illegal loan sharks, and when the debt piled up, she tried to escape in the middle of the night to avoid the consequences. However, she was caught before she could flee. The rumors said she had been taken by the loan sharks and forced to work in a brothel, a shady, exploitative bathhouse where women were forced to work off their debts. I was stunned by the news, but part of me wasn't surprised. Leah had always been reckless with money, and it seemed inevitable that she would end up in a situation like this. As much as it shocked me, I felt no sympathy. Leah had made her own choices, and now she was paying the price for her irresponsibility. There was nothing I could do, nor did I feel any obligation to help her. In hindsight, I regretted lending Leah money in the first place. What had initially seemed like a kind gesture had turned into a massive source of trouble. It became clear to me that money and personal relationships were a dangerous mix. Even with the best intentions, lending money could lead to conflict and resentment. From that moment on, I promised myself I would never again lend or give money without being absolutely sure of the person's trustworthiness. Leah's downfall served as a harsh reminder of how easily things could go wrong when you failed to take responsibility for your actions. Her stubbornness, her pursuit of easy money, and her refusal to face the consequences had led to her destruction. Though her situation was tragic, I knew it wasn't my burden to bear. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.